Best of 7. Whoever wins this has got all of the advantages in the grand final. Let's see who can take it.
If you were to ask the average fan who the best team in Europe is, these two teams would be mentioned the most. K-Corp and Vitality are shaping up to be a rivalry for the crown of Europe. And today, Subi, we get it in an upper bracket final.
So exciting, especially when you take into consideration Team Vitality has yet to drop a series since the addition of Zen. But if there's any team that can do it, it's going to be this iteration of K-Corp. Vatira, Exotic, and Itachi all sit atop goal per game leaderboard 1, 2, and 3 respectively. They are some sharpshooters right now.
Seen this matchup before in the previous regional. Vitality won it in 4-1 fashion. Sent shockwaves through the rhetoric of the European top dogs. And Vitality haven't stopped since. They went on to win that regional, and they're looking to go back-to-back here today. Gotta go through K-Corp, who have just been at the top of Europe for at least a couple splits now. They've won the fall major, or the winter major. Itachi looking for a double tap, and he will drop it down in front of the net. And Alpha makes the save, but Vatira's there to put away his first.
It was a great effort on that save. He got the initial touch, but just too much offense coming out there from Itachi. Great challenge to just kill that ball on the goal line, and Vatira waiting patiently at the top of the box. The first goal has officially been scored on Championship Sunday.
Great first start here for K-Corp. They're outscored 9-3 in their final 2 games against Vitality to close out their previous series. It was not a good look for K-Corp. You worry about them having those same struggles here against Vitality again, as Vitality have just sliced them up through the midfield. We're tied up.
We saw this a ton yesterday from Team Vitality, but it was Zen and Radosin getting involved. Here, it's Alpha running point and a great pass from Zen to immediately nullify that first goal from K-Corp.
And we saw that a lot yesterday. Vitality have been so strong in the passing game. They open up lanes. There's always a man in the lane to receive the pass. They're on the same page on the attack. Vitality, their offense is not to be messed with. It doesn't have to be flashy, but it is perfect. As this one comes off the back wall, dangerous here for K-Corp. They have to take a couple of 50s just to get out. Itachi with a great clear over to Vatira. Exotic waiting. Vatira can't hang on to it. Exotic's beat to this ball. Vitality on the counter. Trying to get a hold of the midfield space as K-Corp have done well to slow this one down. Radosin back down just wide the net. Radosin, he's had quite the regional as well. Defensively, I will say, has just been stellar as the last man, but even offensively in those passing lanes, it's really been kind of a maestro for Vitality. As he comes again on the attack, looking for a second touch and a bump. Vatira's not fooled, and he'll get a clear.
Great play all around from Radosin, and it's been that way the entire weekend as Zen catches up to that one. Tough ball to stretch for as Alpha and Radosin get involved early as Exotic puts that one towards the side wall. And so far, both teams seem to have settled down after the first initial goals. Trying to muster some power in midfield is Radosin. Puts that one to Alpha, but smartly backs off on that as Exotic had him beat to the ball.
A little back and forth here after the opening couple goals. This one lobbed over the Vitality box. Now Vitality looking to get out. Radosin trying to put on some sort of an attack, but a great challenge again from K-Corp. Zen wanted the pinch, maybe a second touch off the ceiling, and Itachi's there. Vatira now quickly on the transition. Everything contested here from both sides. A shot in front of the net, and Alpha there is there to make the save again. That's his second now. 4 saves have been required as this shot goes wide from K-Corp as they heat up their offense. Itachi's pinch is not good enough as Alpha again, his 3rd save now. As this one's poked by Vatira, the last man, he'll get his 3rd save. Everything is perfect from both sides, both offensively and defensively. It's so hard for both teams to break through.
And you said earlier, both teams need to play perfect. They don't need to play flashy, but as we know, all 6 players on the pitch have that ability, and it might just take that to get that extra goal here and take the lead as Radosin keeps that ball away from Vatira. And for Team Vitality, if you're a fan of them, you gotta be feeling good. They've been able to weather the storm from K-Corp, keep them at bay, keep midfield control. Here comes Zen, tried to drop that one down, might have been going for a bump, lost control of the ball, and final 60 seconds remain here, still all knotted up.
Yeah, it feels like the game has just blown by. Chances galore for both sides. And still we sit tied up. Exotic looking for some sort of breakthrough of this defense. Vatira, the back pass is perfect to him. Now Vatira to the back wall, needs help. And you know Vitality's defense, you gotta be better than that if you're gonna get through them. Final 30 seconds. Zen can't win the challenge. Here comes Radosin. Uh-oh. Great clear from K-Corp. Even on the double commit, it's high into space away from Vitality. Now Vatira picks it up over to Itachi. The far shot is blocked away by Zen. 10 seconds left. Radosin, can he be a hero? Flip reset. It's over to Alpha. A chance here. The final say maybe for Vitality, but the touch doesn't come through. Maybe it's K-Corp. As this one drops down to Exotic. Vatira's got no boost. It has to be Exotic as Zen clears it away. Now Vitality, they're going to keep this one up. Alpha, the shot goes through. 0 seconds, and Team Vitality take game 1.
They rip it away from Karmine Corp, and I love this play from Zen, forcing Vatira forward so that shot can just go right over his head, and Team Vitality marching forward, looking so strong.
Wow, Vatira got caught with no boost there right at the end, and Vitality were able to keep that ball up. You know, this game kind of lulls you into a sleep. It was very back and forth. Both teams had opportunity, but nobody had a great look. And in 0 second time, that ball hangs in the air. Vitality are able to keep it up. Not only that, but they find some space for themselves. And a great pass over again to Alpha 54 for the second time from Zen. And he slots it near post to take the win.
Yeah, I think Vatira ideally would like to sit on that goal line a little longer on that play. But like we said, Zen pushed forward, so smart, wise beyond his years on that play to get the defender off the goal line, recognizing, hey, he's probably low boost, and if he's got to push forward, he's not going to be able to challenge a high shot. It's exactly where Alpha put it, and clutch goal at 0 seconds. It looked like K-Corp was going to steal that one away. They had that ball midair, 0 seconds, but my goodness, it just turns that way sometimes.
I mean, the 0 second time was the epitome of the entire game. Both teams had a shot, a crack at each other there, and Vitality came out on top with a great passive shot from Alpha. For K-Corp, not a bad game. A shame that that's the way it goes, that you don't get to overtime, but not a bad game from K-Corp. Again, we talked about it yesterday, Subi. You know, Vitality demands perfection from you. You can't fall asleep even for that one moment in 0 second time. And for K-Corp, they find themselves down early here in this series.
It's all about being present and aware on the pitch. Not only to recognize where your opponents are and all that good stuff as Vatira looked for the triple tap, couldn't find the extra touch as Radosin sends that one away. But also as a player, you never know when it could be your last dance. Obviously, these two teams, top of their game, but so fast how you can just drop to the bottom. We saw Team BDS dominate for so long and then just seemingly fall off. They've refound their footing. Both of these teams looking to get into the grand finals here. A little bit of chaotic play there from Team Vitality, but they clean it up well into the corner.
Yeah, you really do have to strike when the iron's hot. And both these teams trying to capitalize on their great play and their great form at the moment. Is that going in from Alpha? Did he read that, or was it cleared right into him?
I don't know. It's just Team Alpha right now. All of the goals from Team Vitality, from Alpha 54. A brilliant challenge in the corner just to force the pressure, and the mistake comes out from K-Corp.
What a challenge from Alpha 54. And really, the timing was perfect there. He was just going into the challenge, and it goes straight into the net. K-Corp again in a tough spot here. They look to find their way out. The Vitality not going to slow down. Radosin quick to this one. To the back wall it goes, and a second touch. Into the corner, Zen Is it going to go? He's waiting for this clear to come out. He knows K-Corp's going to cough it up. A second touch doesn't come through. Radosin to the backboard. Can he get a second touch? He was there. Vatira has to make the clear. Here comes Alpha, but Exotic clears it away to Vatira. Now quickly on the counter. K-Corp need to respond. Can't let Vitality grow this lead. Exotic doesn't get the touch. And K-Corp are going to have to slow this one down as Alpha over to Zen. Zen to the backboard. Looking for one more. Radosin, the weak shot is cleared away by K-Corp.
Here comes Vatira looking to answer, but those solo plays going to be very difficult against Team Vitality. And, you know, Alpha pushes that one forward to Zen almost with the transition goal. But I don't know if you recall, yesterday, Corelli, we were talking about how dangerous Team Vitality is. And it's due to the fact that all three members have that ability for that pop-off potential. And we were talking about how Zen and Radosin were just teaming up and down the field to get those passing plays. And Alpha could just sit back. Well, it's different today. It's Alpha and Zen, and Radosin can sit back. You gotta be kidding with these mechanics.
Excuse me, Subi. Zen's playing free play. Hold on a second.
My bad.
As he gets over Exotic off the ceiling, how about a flip reset? Or you reset your flip off the ceiling, and then you flick it in. Well done there from Zen. And he makes it look easy. I mean, after he got over the first guy, it's over. I mean, he makes it look so easy on the field. You didn't even see a K-Corp player on your screen till it was too late. And a 2-0 lead here for Vitality is exactly what they want in a series like this. Such big implications for who's the top dog for the crown of Europe. And right now, Vitality are leading the way.
Presented just, it's effortless. It seems to just come naturally. And I think the biggest thing that he has for him in his corner is he really lives up to his name. He plays Zen-like. He's just so calm at all times. He never seems to panic. Every time we get a look at his face, yeah, he's a little bit lean forward, but you never see him getting too high, getting too low, just staying in the moment. And Team Vitality have about 90 seconds to go here in game number 2. They've got that 2-goal advantage. They've got to hang on as the shot's coming out, but a big save from Radosin. He had him yesterday, and it continues today.
There he is again. Big-time saves from Radosin have kept Vitality in these close series, and another one there off his crossbar against K-Corp. And this time, they have some cushion. They got the 2-goal lead. Now Zen over another one, buying his team some space. Alpha, a second touch to the backboard. Radosin's pushed up as well. Vitality very aggressive here. As this one pops out for Alpha. Zen all the way back. Waiting to see what K-Corp gives him. He pre-jumps this touch from Exotic. It's perfect.
Beautiful.
Gets the read right into the corner. And now Vitality just dogpile on top of it. Zen, a couple chain dashes. Down to the ground. To the backboard it goes. One more touch will do. Radosin's touch is too high. With 40 seconds left, and Vitality are pushing like they're down a goal right now. The aggression just doesn't stop.
I love it. Don't give Karmine Corp any room to breathe. Smother them, suffocate them, keep them in their own half. As Team Vitality, 2-goal advantage, less than 30 seconds to go, and possession of the ball. This is going to be a miracle for K-Corp to climb out of, but that infield pass is how to get it going. But with 15 seconds to go, it's looking like Team Vitality going to take a 2-game advantage.
Vatira over to Itachi, maybe the last gasp here from K-Corp in this game, but they can't get one on target. They need something with time left on the clock, but it's just not going to happen. Vitality going to take a 2-game lead here over K-Corp.
Oh my gosh. This is almost an identical run to the Spring Open with Team Vitality, just utter domination. They've only lost 2 games so far in the Spring Cup. And right now, they're just dominating Karmine Corp, forcing them to take a timeout after game number 2.
Exactly what you said from the previous regional. Vitality went up 2-0. K-Corp had to take a timeout. They came back from the timeout in the previous regional and beat Vitality 6-2 in that game 3. We'll see if this is similar. But Subi, I want to talk about the game plan here from Vitality and K-Corp, because it's really impressive that both teams are able to make transitional plays look so fluid, even in dicey situations defensively. Both teams are doing this. The difference, though, K-Corp, when they try and move through the midfield, Vitality are there to cut them off every single time. And it's a big difference. K-Corp are trying to take these solo plays, and Vitality are just stuffing them in the midfield, whether it's up high on an air dribble or down on the ground on just a regular dribble, it feels like Vitality know where K-Corp's going to go, maybe too predictable, but Vitality are there to stop them every step of the way. And the big difference is Vitality are using each other in the space that they've created or the space that they're afforded on transition to move downfield, and K-Corp just simply can't keep up.
Yeah, the offense is beautiful from Team Vitality, but what's even prettier in this series is their defense and the ability to take away the shooting lanes. Right now, it just seems like K-Corp can't get off good shots. Yeah, they might be going towards net, but it's not dangerous. It's not putting Team Vitality in a pickle. And you look at the stats between these teams for the Spring Cup, and they're neck and neck when you look at offense. I mean, goals for, shots for, assists, all that is great. But the big separating factor is the ability that Team Vitality has to hold their opponent's shooting percentage to a measly 12.6%. They are doing a great job at limiting the great value shots that their opponents are usually getting.
Yeah, I think that's actually a great stat to bring up, and I think a big contributor to that is Radosin. His defensive work for Vitality has made it so tough for anyone to break through. And K-Corp obviously has had the similar type of stat, but obviously their run has been a little bit, I think, easier than Vitality, and you're seeing it here. I think the quality from Vitality right now is just on a different level. We'll see coming out of this timeout for K-Corp. Can they pull it together as they did in the previous regional? They beat Vitality by 4 the last time they came out of a timeout.
Now let's see if Eversax has any wisdom to bring on the pitch and the secret cheat code to beat Team Vitality. But right now, it's going to take some creativity to pull them off their lines, to pull them out of position. Because like I said, they're holding their opponents to 12%. And just for context, Karmine Corp is holding their opponents to 24%. So it's almost double. That's how good Team Vitality is. And you were seeing it there in Game 2 when they had that 2-goal lead. They're just refusing to let up off that gas pedal, continuing with that aggression, and it just continues to force their opponents into those snapshots.
Oh,
like
that's the opportunity, though. That's the opportunity you got to put away if you're K-Corp. Exotic shot just rings high, and the chance was there, and you can't let those slip by. Let's see if that comes back to haunt K-Corp. It's like touch comes down, a save off the post from Vatira. The quick transition, the quick shot from Itachi is just wide. He had beaten Radosin, and Itachi's still threatening. Here's Exotic. K-Corp look inspired here off the first minute and a half, but here comes Radosin. Itachi racing back, will get the clear. And the dunk. Itachi's just everywhere right now for K-Corp. Exotic moved up. Itachi still going in for this one off the backboard. Vatira waiting for his time to go. The challenge game, quality here from Vitality so far. Vatira tried to pass this one over to Itachi, but it's cut out by Zen. Slippery set, doesn't get the touch. Here comes Alpha. Everyone's bumping in front of the net. Itachi can't get a hold of it. Alpha pokes it free.
Zen winds up huge on this. You expect a big shot followed up by a big flip reset, but the changeup comes out, and Alpha is there to clean it up. It seemed like K-Corp were pressing. The speed was there, but all of a sudden, all of that offense was extinguished by Team Vitality.
And again, it's those midfield challenges from Vitality that won them back possession. Now a couple of easy saves here from Vitality. And you have to say, I mean, with all the aggression, with all the good looks that K-Corp had, when you got Zen behind the ball with a flip reset loaded up, you get a little scared of what's to come next. And he didn't hit it, but in the ensuing chaos, Alpha was there to poke it free, and what a play there from Vitality in the end. You can see K-Corp were very wary of what Zen had behind that ball.
It just goes to show you, when you've got that many mechanics and you're that big of a name, you just command respect as he tries to get over Exotic. Not going to happen as Alpha comes in looking for another goal. So far in this series, already has 4 off of 4 assists from Zen. Zen gets a big save there and a savior medal for his efforts.
Savior medal for Zen, 6 saves total for Vitality, maybe a 7th looming here as this one goes just high of the net. K-Corp, they are really moving the ball around this Vitality side. It's just Vitality defensively have been rock solid. There's a double commit. There Exotic, you got to slot this one home, and he does. K-Corp finally find the equalizer.
As we saw earlier, those windows are tiny that Team Vitality gives you. A massive double commit on the back line, and still Radosin almost caught up to that one, but Exotic knots this game up, trying to keep Karmine Corp away from having to get a reverse sweep.
And just as you said, Zuby, a small little window of a mistake from Vitality. That's the difference, is this one goes off the crossbar and down. That's the time you have to strike if you're K-Corp, if you're anyone playing against Vitality, and they showed it there. They are human. This one finds the back wall. Vitality hunting for their lead once more. Alpha, great pass over to Zen. He has to keep it in play. He'll pop it up. Radosin gonna take the challenge. Another quality challenge comes out from Vitality to keep it in play. Vatira can only just lob it downfield. Alpha tries to poke it away from Itachi, trying to get it to Zen, but it's an awkward ball. Now Zen, with a bit of boost here, is shut down by Exotic. Itachi will play it across the field, but Vatira has to sit back. Radosin gets the mind game. Here comes Vitality. Zen waiting at the top of the box. He'll move in now. Alpha with the demo allows him to come through to the backboard. Double tap is there, and he can't find it. Radosin needs to take the shot. He will. Almost puts it down, but Vatira there to make the save.
Great reflexes there from Vatira to get up in time, but the onslaught's not over yet. Here comes Radosin with the follow-up, too wide. He misses the opportunity to tie the game. And Karmine Corp, thank the lucky stars, get away with one there.
My goodness, Vitality just volleying the net of K-Corp with shots, and K-Corp get out. And now K-Corp's turn. They put on the same type of offense. Tashi didn't have a lot of options here. Played it to space. Very similar to game number one. Maybe with a bit more pace this time.
Oh boy.
Touch. Is that one just in for Itachi? Another mistake comes out from Vitality, and K-Corp are there to punish.
This is what happens when you have so much faith in your teammates. Radosin expecting the touch, so was Alpha. He went to the corner to get boost. And anytime it's boost over ball, you're gonna find yourself in a hole as Karmine Corp take the lead with 27 seconds.
And again, very uncharacteristic from Vitality as a whole, but 2 mistakes and 2 goals for K-Corp. That's been the difference here. K-Corp able to capitalize. This one, tough touch there from Exotic. Here comes Zen. Vatira's got to go big, but he gets bumped out of the way, and an equalizer found for Vitality.
Just wind up the bat and knock the defender out of net. Zen finds the hole. Great play there to get Vatira completely out of the picture.
What a bump, and Vitality are back in it. 10 seconds left.
Oh my.
Are there 0 seconds heroics looming once again? Itachi trying to squeeze it through. 1 second left. K-Corp not gonna let it die. Exotic finally gonna kill it off the clear, and overtime we go.
They played that game before. They played with fire in game number 2, or game number 1, I'm sorry, and you don't want that to happen again, but my goodness. Big time players make big time plays, and Zen slots that one home to send us into overtime. You love to see it. But another mistake as that one bounces up. Can Itachi finish it? No. But Team Vitality has to clean up these double commits.
What a tough touch for Itachi. That one goes wide. Now it's Exotic against Alpha in a 1v1. Alpha wants to bump him away. Doesn't get it, but he puts it through. Exotic couldn't get there. And an overtime win once again for Vitality.
Team Vitality can do no wrong. Alpha gets this one right past
he got
Exotic. He had to respect that. Gets just the slightest touch to trade paint. And Team Vitality up 3 games to 0.
It was tough to tell if Exotic got bumped, but he had flipped as soon as he got bumped, so he kind of just sat in the air. If Alpha got a piece of him, which was just enough to stall him, and the ball just floats past him. What a play. And Vitality squeak out a win here against the resurging K-Corp. But that offense from Vitality was something different. So many shots coming out from them, and for K-Corp, I mean, they only actually made 5 saves, which is respectable, but they had to make, it felt like they had to make so many more with what Vitality were doing.
It really did. And the fact that they had 15 shots as well, the offensive production was there for K-Corp. As we get a look at the young Zen, Radosin, all 3, Alpha 54 from Team Vitality, under the lead of Coach Farah. realize this job's not done yet. Reverse sweeps are rare, but if there's anyone that can pull it out, it's going to be K-Corp.
K-Corp on the verge of being 4-0'd here by Vitality. Put up a bit of a fight in the previous regional. They put up one game, but this has been different from Vitality, and even in a game where K-Corp capitalized on all the mistakes, and it feels like it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for K-Corp. And Vitality, despite maybe some woes defensively and some consistency issues, were able to pull out the win. But K-Corp trying to get back into it now. Looking to find that offense. They're able to put up like 15 shots or something like that in the previous game. The offense was there. The chances were there, Subi. We talk about that all the time. Chances were there, and maybe some half chances, but still, it's not like they're getting smothered here in this series.
Well, we saw it off of that first goal from Exotic. When Team Vitality does make the mistakes and give you a window, I mean, it is a porthole. It's tiny, and you have to make sure that you are precise and accurate as Radosin looking for a double flip reset. And that's now multiple times we've seen double commits from Team Vitality. They've got to clean those up. I understand they're still up 3-0, so yeah, it's a pretty spot to be in, but if you punch your ticket to the grand finals, you got to make sure that you're playing to perfection.
This particular iteration of K-Corp has never been swept out of a series in a best-of-5 or a best-of-7. Vitality looking to hand them their first sweeping loss. Vitira might have other things to say as Radosin. It's another big save. Zen there. Vitality trying to work it out of their own corner. Alpha. Play this one across. Zen's there. The shot was pinched off Vitira and high. Radosin tries to lob it back in, and somehow he finds the angle.
How does this even go in? Vitira was here, and Itachi was there, and somehow it just seemed like Zen was in the net, showing aggression, caused the defense to panic, and that one just falls in.
So a 1-0 lead for Vitality. Demos coming out, Matira taking out Alpha. Radosin, space to work with. Might take this himself as he got 2 on the line here. Itachi lets it drop down and he'll make the clear into the corner. Here comes Radosin. Free airspace for him. I mean, there was no worry of a shot, I suppose, but still, K-Corp very late to get up to these high-flying balls in front of the box. Upon halftime here, this one pokes free again for Zen. Vitality, the race downfield, Radosin, tough angle, and Exotic will carry this one out.
Great touch there from Exotic to slow that ball down. No threat going. Oh my gosh, Alpha gets the pinch pass across. Denied, as Zen gonna keep this one alive. Alpha going up, and not gonna shoot that one, just keep it in the corner, but Radosin's gonna put it on target. And the offense, so fluid for Team Vitality.
And it just feels like Vitality have the perfect flow right now. Everything is working. Great shots from Radosin. He has been finding some tough angles, and again, slotting it far post. Well done. Full control here for Vitality. K-Corp I've had nothing so far in Game 4. It's 2 minutes left, still plenty of time, but only 3 shots on the K-Corp side. It's really been a quiet game on all fronts. Tachi just trying to keep this one in play. Matira's not there.
No way, he's still up.
Zen's still up. Oh my goodness, Zen!
No
How does he do it?
Oh my gosh! Marquee player. Let's see a marquee play. One of the best goals I have ever seen.
They're giggling. They're giggling in the player cams. They know what just happened. It's excellence. And Alpha trying to pack on here. 3-0 for Vitality, and what do you do if you're K-Corp giving goals up like that?
The smile still yet to be wiped from their faces. That was a goal to be remembered. If you didn't know about him before, you know about him now. Zen, the mechanical monster, showing up big time here in game number 4 against K-Corp.
Minute 20 left on the clock, and K-Corp have to refocus.
How do you refocus after that?
It's 3 goals down, staring down A 4-0 sweep. K-Corp is staring down a 4-0 sweep. Let me just say that again. Vitality.
Defending winter major champs?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Unprecedented here. As Vitality have just taken over. 50 seconds left. Exotic trying to get this one out, but Radosin knows exactly where he's going. Batira, the clear, gets away from him as Alpha's there to dunk it back into the corner. Nothing for free, says Vitality. And Exotic, that's a great touch it up. Batira, you have to score this. It's too high. And Vitality
It's just in.
puts it away, and a great spawn from Exotic off the demo. Will save them a goal and maybe a shot, but again denied.
And right now, Team Vitality looking to hold Karmine Corp to yet another goose egg. So far, they've had 2 beautiful games of shutting down the K-Corp offense completely. But, I mean, realistically, it's been the entire series. K-Corp held to only 3 goals. Team Vitality putting on a masterclass up and down the pitch. And for the first time ever, Karmine Corp swept